Hi folks, Sandro here with more cartoon news and shenanigans, and if you would like more cartoon news and shenanigans, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now, and I thank you for that. I'm almost at 100, then I'm aiming for 1,000, so let's do that right now, folks. On the way to 1,000. So this episode, I've got a shenanigan for you instead of a news story. Um, this is usually where instead of covering the news, I just sort of talk about something. I'm going to be talking about the pandemic special from South Park that I mentioned earlier in one of my videos. I actually did a video or two videos on that. For whatever reason, there's still a mystery. Hold on, where's that? Where's that video? Where's the video? Yeah, there. See, I did a video there about it on the 17th that we were getting an hour-long special, and then I also did another video with a koala. Where's that koala video? There it is. Yeah, so Australia canceled the South Park. I don't know why. What the hell? No one likes that video? Oh, one dislike. Okay, never mind. But yeah, so like for whatever reason, Australia there was a company that had been airing South Park for 23 years or 27 years or 20. I thought is it 23 or 27? I thought it was 23. And then for whatever reason, they're just like, no, we're done. We're not gonna work with them. And then South Park got picked up by another Australian network, and that was that. SBS is what they were called. SBS. They just like canceled it in Australia, and then it got picked up by another network. And they didn't give a reason why they canceled it. So the imagine being an Australian, you've watched South Park on the same network for 23 years, and then one day they're just like, nope, we're not doing it anymore. It could be political. I don't know if it was political. Maybe a lot of people are very antsy about the whole pandemic, so maybe it was something like they didn't want to be associated with South Park doing a pandemic special and potentially misleading people on facts and stuff, and I don't know. But unfortunately, that has happened. If you want more information, just go watch that video. And so I'm going to give my thoughts on the pandemic special. They actually it's funny, they just made a Wikipedia page. Look at this. I've never seen this before. 41 minutes ago, they added this Wikipedia page. Can you guys believe that? So I've never actually seen where it's like they just recently added this. But there it is. New Wikipedia. It's a fresh Wikipedia page. I bet there's spelling errors if I were to... There's probably some spelling errors. Ratings. Episode drew 2.3 million viewers. Not bad. Making it the highest rated South Park episode in 7 years. Wow. Interesting. So that's great to see they're still getting ratings. This guy gave it 5 out of 10. So what am I going to give it out of 10? I'm going to give it a solid 6. It was a very flat episode. And they kept reusing the jokes. So I just want to say, this is going to be a really quick review. But basically, what I'm trying to say is that it was very flat. And they kept reusing a joke from last season that's kind of gotten stale, in my opinion. And that joke is the special joke. Okay, so last season they did a Halloween special. So Randy's on his farm. He calls the marijuana, like he sells different strains and all that kind of stuff. So he markets them like, oh, this is the Halloween special. And they keep tying everything back into the marijuana. So it's like he has a Halloween special, he has a Christmas special. So the reason this episode is called the pandemic special is, once again, Randy has a pandemic special. Like, it's a certain strain of weed that he sells. And it was, again, they've used this joke 3 times now. It's getting old. The first time it was funny. The second time it was funny. Now it's kind of like, okay, we get you. We get, like, come on, get on with it. So they keep doing the whole special joke where it's like the marijuana special kind of thing. So that was a big part of this episode. Like, a whole bunch of characters were meant, they talk about it like 10 times in this episode, about how it's a pandemic special with the marijuana. So yeah, here it basically, I said spoilers, right? Like this has spoilers. Yeah, it has spoilers, so you should know that. But basically, yeah, it's about the Tegrity Farms again. Uh, Eric Cartman. Oh yeah. So that was hilarious. Okay, that was the funniest part of the whole or special was Eric Cartman has this stick that has six. It's kind of like a golf course flag, and it has the number 6 feet on it. Where it's like he's literally like poking people and like telling people to stay the f back. He has like a 6 foot stick that is literally like stay back. I thought that was fucking hilarious. So that was the best part of the whole thing, which is kind of sad that little kind of joke was the best part in my opinion. But yeah, so the whole gimmick is that back in the last season when they had an episode called Banned in China, uh, he was there and him and Mickey Mouse both had sex with a bat. And then what was the other animal? And then it turns out the virus wasn't caused by a bat. It was caused by a pangolin, whatever the hell. I've never even heard of that animal. Pangolin. So yeah, the virus was actually a pangolin. It was kind of weird. And then Randy sneaks into the Wuhan, or no, he sneaks into the science lab, and he steals the pangolin. And then there was this whole gimmick where like Randy, oh yeah, Jimbo gets the virus. Jimbo has the coronavirus in the show. It was actually really weird seeing Jimbo without his hat on, and he was bald, and he looked so weird, man. It was really weird seeing Jimbo without his hat. But yeah, oh yeah, yeah, I almost forgot that token. So yeah, the teachers, the kids are on strike, or sorry, the teachers aren't coming back. They're not on strike. They're not coming back to school because they don't feel it's safe. But the schools want to reopen, so they had to hire in because they made a joke about all the in America right now with all the BLM stuff. A lot of places are shutting down their police officer. The police. What are they called? Units, police divisions. They're shutting down their police divisions and units, defunding the police basically. And so they need jobs. So they make a joke that like because the police are out of work, then they become the teachers. They basically become the teachers. They run the school like a prison, which is pretty funny. But yeah, so Token gets shot, and then they're scared that it's going to be another like backlash. So they say that Token actually got the coronavirus. So that was also another funny little thing there. Yeah, Dr. Fauci appears. Yeah, that's and then they basically have Mr. Garrison. He actually appears in the episode, which I was like in South Park. He actually appears in South Park. What else did I forget? I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, Stan. Stan was having these kind of like issues because he's been isolated. He's feeling he just wants the world to return back to normal. And so they want Butters. He kind of like takes his emotion and puts it on Butters and says like, Butters could really use an emotional uplifting right now. Let's get him to Build-A-Bear. So then they go to Build-A-Bear. But then it's closed down because of the pandemic, or like they shut down because of the pandemic. The new pandemics, because Randy makes this like new version. The coronavirus kind of mutates. Everyone who smokes the pandemic special marijuana gets a mustache. And yeah, so then because of the newest outbreak of corona, the mustache version, Build-A-Bear closes down. So then Stan and Butters can't get in there and build that bear. But they break in. They try to anyways. Randy shows up. He's scared that people are gonna figure out that the pangolin was that he fucked the pangolin, and he was actually the reason the coronavirus started. So he was scared that people were gonna find that out, and then Mr. Garrison comes out and I mean the president. He's supposed to be a stand-in for Donald Trump, and basically he kills the pangolin. Because he doesn't want the pandemic to end. for his own personal gain. Um, and oh my god! And what's really funny too is that, or it's not funny, but like, I was. Oh, sorry. No, it's not funny. It's not funny. Um, Donald Trump. I actually thought what was going to happen in the show was that Mr. Garrison appeared in South Park. He gets guns and like kills the pangolin. I thought Mr. Garrison was going to get the mustache version of coronavirus. So it's kind of, I thought it was going to be like a payback thing, like Mr. Garrison shot the pangolin and then he gets coronavirus, so now he can't get the cure because he killed the pangolin. And now that he has the coronavirus, he wants to cure it. I thought it was going to be like that, but that never happened. And then that's what I thought was going to happen. And then today I found out that Donald Trump has coronavirus, and I was like, what the hell? So I bet South Park in the next episode they're gonna maybe they'll do what I imagined, where like as payback for killing the Magdalene or the Pangolin, whatever the hell that thing is called. Maybe that's what they're gonna, now that Mr. Garrison has it, maybe that he's gonna want to find a cure. So that could be an interesting thing in the next episode next week on Wednesday, I think, right? So yeah. So anything else? And then they weren't able to do the Build-A-Bear, and then Mr. Garrison appears, and he kills the scientist. He also kills the scientist that was going to find the cure with a flamethrower. It reminds people to vote, yeah. And in the aftermath, I almost forgot about this. In the aftermath, South Park is placed under lockdown for the foreseeable future. Randy is about to confess his actions to Sharon when he notices that she has a mustache, and this changes Randy's mind, and he decides to run a few more special. So basically, Sharon, ever since they moved to the farm to do Tegrity Farms and grow marijuana, Sharon and Shelly, and even Stan, they just didn't really want anything to do with Randy's marijuana farm. But this is really interesting because it appears that Sharon actually kind of has been smoking the marijuana, unless she got it from someone else. I don't know, but like I don't know where they're going with this plot thread. But Sharon has the mustached version of the coronavirus now, and I'm not sure where they're heading with that, but it's really interesting because Sharon doesn't really have a big role usually. So I'd like to see Sharon have a little more of a role here. And that was just my little quick review, 13-minute video. Let me know your thoughts about the pandemic special. So like I said, my thoughts, 6 out of 10. It was pretty flat. There was a couple of funny moments, but they keep reusing the special joke. And it says right here, this changes Randy's mind and he decides to run a few more specials. It's like, do we really need more specials? And you just know Halloween, 4 weeks away. There's going to be probably another Halloween special episode. And they always do a Christmas special, I think. So, I would not be surprised to see more Christmas and Halloween specials with Tegrity Farms involved. But it is getting a little stale. So, hey, what can I say? I'm going to end the video here. Let me know in the comments down below. Please subscribe. We're going to get 1,000 subscribers, start making some money. We're going to do it, I believe. The end. Bye-bye.